or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's White. And he's got this down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown 49ers. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun give to Fournette.
To the 43, 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Now a play fake. Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucks have retaken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime.
it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The Niners at 8-4 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Ready.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
And Lance now to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 166.
White, he'll try the left side. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. To throw is Brady. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The Lance going to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Touchdown. George Kittle, 46 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go 66.
Here's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 20. 10. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Mitchell. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Kittle catching the slant. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 28 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked to his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brady. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It's caught. Mitchell
finding room at midfield. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Now Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He completes it to Julio Jones. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
On play action, now Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Brady now on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Brady under pressure. They got him again. Drake Jackson in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second and very short, Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
He's ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's White. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To try again after the sack. Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final try now for Brady. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. And As this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game